What's up YouTube? Lightsaber Samurai here, and I'm back again for another video. And now that we are finally set up in the game room, I guess version 4.0 at this point, I thought I'd get back with the actual content. And for starters, I wanted to take a look at this guy. This is RetroBit's Go Retro Portable, and if you watched a previous episode of mine, I believe it was the December update, told you I was going to take a little bite-sized review of this guy, and since we're here, it's time to put him through his paces. So, GoPro Retro Portable, let's talk about it. Alrighty, so getting a closer look at the Go Retro box, and I like the packaging. It's in a nice colorful packaging. Looking at some of the markings here, it says 260 plus exciting games, and it also has that again on the back. Looking at its features here, it says it's packed with over 260 classic retro games featuring popular Capcom and Data East titles, but I doubt that there's 260 Capcom and Data East titles. I'm gonna assume that there's probably a few of those, and then the rest are gonna be those weird arcade type of homebrew games you see in systems like this. It's powered on a micro USB port or 4 AA batteries. Has a 2.8-inch screen, and it boasts 10 hours on a single charge. So let's take a close look here on the back. So you've got some of the titles. Of course, they've got Strider and Arthur on the back. Then, of course, you got the guy from Burger Time and Mega Man on the front. And open it up here, I like that. That's like I said, the boxing is pretty nice fit. You can see the system in there. It looks very similar to an actual Game Boy. And here's some of the titles here, including Tetris, Bad Dudes, Strider, Burger Time, Mega Man 2, Ghost and Goblins Gunsmoke, Section C, Bionic Commando 1943, Mega Man 3, and Mighty Final Fight. So let's go ahead and pop this bad boy open. Okay, looking at the unit and the actual package here, let's take it out. It had that little sticker on there, but I went ahead and took that off. Like I said, looking at the actual unit itself, it feels pretty good in this hand. It's not quite as thick as an original Game Boy, slightly more so than a Game Boy Pocket. But like I said, so far, the D-pad seems to feel okay. The buttons, the face buttons feel a little cheap, but not too bad. You've got your volume on this side, on and off switch on this side. So let's go ahead and boot it up and we'll see what we get. Alright, so getting it in hand here, and upon turning on the unit, shoot it with the retro, the logo, and it starts out with this rockin' tune. You got the choice between feature games and extra games, and that's what I figured. The 260 titles, I'm pretty sure, make up mostly of these extra games. I'm gonna turn that down. Well, let me boost that all the way up. And it actually does get pretty loud, but the speaker sounds kind of chintzy, but that's to be expected. It's a small unit with a little small speaker in it, so I'm not gonna hold that against it too much. Yeah, looking at these, yeah, zoom dash, a bunch of weird, looks like some shooter games in there. We might take a look at those another time, but you want to know how the feature games play, so let's go into it. Let's see, we got 8 Eyes, 1942 and 43. We got Bad Dudes, Bad Street Brawler, oh, I haven't heard of that one. Bionic Commando, remember that. Buggy Popper, Burger Time, Codename Viper, Commando, Dark Lord, Dash Galaxy, X-Axis, Ghost and Goblins, Gunsmoke. Let's see, Legendary Wings, Mega Man 2 and 3, Mighty Final Fight, Motor City, Mutant Virus, Nightshade, Noah's Ark, Power Punch, Pyramids of Ra, Rescue Mission, Section Z, Side Pocket, Sun, Street Fighter, Strider, Target Renegade, Tetris, Thunderbolt 2, Treasure Master, and Trojan. Alright, I think we need to start with Trojan because that is a favorite of mine. If you've watched the channel, this is one of my personal favorites on the system. Let's go. Oh, snaps. Let's check it out. The colors are off. This is not the colors they're supposed to be. Interesting. This is kind of what I figured, that it wasn't going to be super well emulated. Continuing on, it's doing that, if you look closely, it's doing that weird blur. That right there as you walk. So, not sure what that's all about either. I still got it though. Alright, let's look at another stage. Let's do some 1943, why not? Yeah, that's how we roll. And like I said, you might be seeing some funky colors on the screen here. That's just the way my camera's capturing it. There is a mode that you can play this in your, you can play it in your actual TV via AV cables. I don't have the AV cables to hook it up though, so I just gotta show you like this, kind of ghetto, but I like the, there we go, run it. I enjoyed the 1940 series back in the day. Used to play it in arcade all the time. This is a good time to report that the D-pad is pretty responsive. Come on, guys, you don't want that. You don't want that problem. Oh. Yeah, I still got it. Look at me. Oh, as I get hit. But that's alright. Just as I was boasting, I got annihilated. That's okay, though. Alright, moving right along. What else we got on here? I guess we gotta look at Mega Man. And Mega Man 2. Okay. Yeah. Some of the best music in the series. Yeah, like I said, the colors, looking at it here, are a little bit off. I'm sure they look off again on camera. I will say they don't look as bad as you're seeing them, because that's just the way my camera's capturing this. But you can definitely see the screen tearing there as he switches to a... Whoop. Yeah, buddy. That's right. I remember that. You thought it was a game out here. Give me that light back. Quit playing. No, they playing with me today. Woo! Dang. Yeah, like I said, the screen definitely tears there, but again, that's not the fault. Well, actually, that is the fault of the machine. Again, the colors you're seeing is not the fault of the machine. That's what my camera's catching. But like I said, basically, you get the idea. It does have some fun titles on it, though. I could see myself definitely considering these things go for about 20 bucks. You know, you got 37 games on here, plus a bunch of other, and that's actually more than I thought it was going to have. I thought it was going to have maybe 20 titles or so, and then the rest was going to be a bunch of weird games. But, you know, it gave you enough to check out the libraries of both Capcom and Data East. So good on them for that. Is this going to turn on? Alright, Money Fighter Fight. Guy, of course. Oh yeah, and I can still run fades on Money Fighter Fight. Don't mind if I do. Oh, look at me. Okay. Boom, boom. But yeah, like I said, overall it does has its problems. I do think it's worth the 20 bucks or so that it asks for. It's a nice little distraction, and it's got enough games to keep you busy. I will leave links in the description below so you can go check one of these out yourself. They go for cheap, and especially if you can find one used, you can probably find it even cheaper. But like I said, let's go ahead and flip to my closing thoughts. Alright guys, I do believe that's all I got for you this week, but let's talk about it. Questions, comments, concerns, threats below in the comments section. I'll leave links also so you can go take a look at the retro portable yourself and let me know what you think. I personally think that for the 20 bucks or whatever it's going for these days, I think it's pretty much worth the price. It's got enough classics and they emulate well enough that you can get by on that. So if you like this content, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe. If you haven't already, I do believe that's all I got for you. Lightsaber Samurai out. Peace.